Indian motorists are a greedy bunch. We always want more and we want it cheap. We want the maximum possible distance from each litre of petrol. We want the maximum features at the minimum price. And even if there's a bike designed to carry 2, we're still going to carry 3 or 4 plus luggage. So if you're then going to describe a new vehicle with the term maxi, we're going to take notice. The Suzuki Bergman Street and the Aprilia SXR 125 aren't exactly maxi scooters, the likes of which you see in Europe, but they are maxi style scooters which aim to recreate that form factor with more basic underpinnings and smaller engines. My job today is to tell you which of these is the one to go for. Maxi-style scooters like these promise to offer that little bit more than their conventional counterparts. A little more space for you, a little more space for your stuff, a few more features on the brochure, and even a little more attention coming your way at traffic signals. The Bergman lives up to that promise for the most part. It's got a roomy floorboard with very comfortable extensions for you to place your feet on. The seat is similarly generous, as well as a lot of storage space underneath it. There's more storage on the back of the apron, including a cubby hole here with a USB charger, but its USP is Bluetooth connectivity. The Aprilia is a little more Italian in that sense. It's more sleek and more slender, so you don't get as much space on the floorboard, you don't get as much space on the seat, and storage is harder to come by. It also misses out on Bluetooth communication, but it does feel and look a little more special. Bits like the stitching on the seat and the design of the alloys really add to the overall sense of occasion on this scooter. The Bergman's floorboard does offer more space, but it is higher up as well, so it puts you in a slightly knees-up position that can become a little uncomfortable after a while, especially for taller riders. We'd also like to have seen a little more trip information and fuel consumption data on the display. The Aprilia's display might miss out on Bluetooth connectivity, but it's still the nicer looking, better laid out of these two, and it shows you more trip data as well. It's also likely to receive Bluetooth connectivity as an option in the future, albeit at extra cost. The SXR also gets a USB charging port on the back of the apron, and switchgear quality is a noticeable notch above on the Aprilia. That being said, its floorboard extensions are rather small and not very conveniently placed, rendering them nearly unusable. The Aprilia has the more powerful engine on paper, but that power is produced higher up in the rev range, and it's a whole 18 kilograms heavier. So it's the lighter Bergman with its higher torque output that feels the quicker of these two. Whether it's from a standstill or rolling on, it accelerates quicker and allows you to be a little more opportunistic in traffic. It throws up a double whammy by also being the more fuel efficient of this pair. The Aprilia, in comparison, builds speed almost in a locomotive-like manner, steady and slow. The milder acceleration means that overtakes require a little more foresight and planning, but the engine then gets a bit of a second wind upwards of 80 kph at high RPMs. Nevertheless, in the speeds you're likely to encounter in the real world, it feels quite slow. Its real USP though is refinement. Whatever speed or RPM, there are barely any vibes to be felt, and it sounds and feels absolutely smooth at all times. The Bergman in absolute terms is still a fairly refined scooter, but in comparison to the Aprilia, it does feel that little bit more gruff. While the Aprilia can't match the fuel efficiency of the Bergman, it does feature a generous 7-litre fuel tank, so its range is comparable. The Aprilia's suspension setup definitely has an underlying firmness, but it's certainly not outright uncomfortable. Yes, it can feel a little unforgiving at city speeds, but the trade-off is that once the pace goes up, it feels utterly stable and composed, and is better equipped to deal with larger bumps and potholes. It's also the neater handling scooter of this pair and serves up the sharper, more powerful braking package. The Bergman has a much softer front fork, which helps it feel a little more plush and comfortable in the city. But once speeds increase, it begins to feel like it overreacts to road surfaces. It's a little underdamped and fidgety, especially over concrete roads. The Bergman's brakes had a distinct squishy feel at the lever, and the soft suspension setup also means that it's quite easily unsettled when cornering at high speeds. Not that either of these should be a deal breaker on what is essentially a city-oriented vehicle. As scooters, these two are actually quite even. Make no mistake, they offer very different riding experiences, but they are evenly matched. each one loses out in some areas and claws back round in others. As maxi style scooters though, the Bergman has a bit of an upper hand. A little more space for you, a little more space for your stuff, and a cushier suspension setup. As purchases, the Bergman has a definite upper hand because at 83,400 rupees ex-showroom, it's over 30,000 rupees more affordable despite giving you more features like Bluetooth connectivity and a combination key slot. The Aprilia does look and feel more premium than the Bergman. The touch and feel of things and the overall design with the flashy lighting and the big display help it feel rather special, but not enough to justify the price gap. And for that reason, the Suzuki Bergman Street is the winner of this comparison. But if you love the idea of the SXR, maybe you want to think a little bigger. If you do want to shell out for the specialness of the SXR, we recommend throwing in that little bit more and going for the SXR 160, which not only gives you more performance but also the safety net of ABS.